Hey beautiful people, welcome back to another short practice. Today's class is going to be very focused on the upper body, opening through the shoulders. We're also going to have some fun mobility exercises that we can do just to see what your range of motion in your shoulders is like at the moment. A lot of you guys, or a couple of you guys, have been messaging me saying this is something you want to see, so I hope that you enjoy. Now, a theme that I'd like to bring into the class today is the idea of liberation from our body. Well, we're not trying to escape our body. The best thing that we can do is listen to our body, to nourish it with what we need and respect it for the amazing things for what it can do. But not a lot of us do that during our day. So what I mean is more liberation from suffering from our body. Often when we experience a lot of pain, whether that's something that we can manage or can't manage, we are drawn down to kind of the earthly level of the material world. And our yoga practice invites us to try and ascend the suffering from our body, our mind, and our spirit. And that is where we can receive the many benefits of the Purusha state, the state of bliss. So yeah, that's one of the reasons why you may have turned up into this practice, so that we can feel more open, a little bit more free during our day. Okay, let's get started in a Sukhasana position. So cross your legs over. Close down the eyes just for a moment. Because this is a shorter practice, we won't take as much time as we usually do to settle into our practice. But maybe while you start to take some neck circles with the head, so drawing the air to one side and then rolling down the center, you can just check in with the breath here. And just check in with the state of the body, the state of the mind that you're experiencing in this moment. I don't know if you guys have ever experienced a lot of pain in the body, but you know, whenever you have an injury, all you can think about is that pain. And so much of our pain can be preventable from just moving more and breathing more and exploring our bodies more. Of course, a lot of injuries or suffering in our body is unintentional and we can't do many things about it, or we can't prevent it. But in many cases we can. And that just helps us live a more content life. Come through center. Let's take some circles with the shoulders. We're just warming up the muscles around the shoulders here and the shoulder joint, and then try the other direction. So coming back up, around. Take a big breath in, lift tall through the nose. As you exhale, can you cross your left hand over and then bring the right elbow underneath the shin? So you're pulling the forearm, pulling the forearm in, and then see if you can look over your left shoulder. Lift tall through the spine, breathe in. Exhale. If you're not quite feeling this yet, see if you can curl your upper back forward. Maybe you even reach the left hand towards the ground a bit more, so you feel a bit more through the side body. Take one more breath here. Come back through center. We've got a couple of different options. First being inhale, lift the left elbow. Exhale, as you take the right hand around the left elbow, maybe you lean into your tricep. Another alternative, if you want a longer arm, your right hand can come around the wrist and then you can open through the side. I quite like the tricep stretch. Take one more breath here. Keep pulling the left hip down. And when you're ready, let's try the other side. So breathe in, cross the right arm over. Exhale, maybe turn your eye gaze over your right side body. Again, if you're not quite feeling this yet and you want a little bit more, take a big breath in, lift tall. As you exhale, see if you can reach the right hand towards the direction of the ground and then behind you. You want to try round to the upper back as much as you can. So imagine like the back of the heart was trying to touch behind you. That's going to open down the side of the shoulder and maybe into the side body. Let's inhale, come through center, bend the right elbow, or maybe you lengthen it. Exhale, find your lengthener of choice. Find that connection with the breath. One more inhale. Fill up the diaphragm. Exhale, maybe you lean over just a little bit more. Let's unwind. We're going to bring our elbows towards the ground. So elbows come underneath the shoulders. You can extend the legs long if that feels comfortable, or you can bend them. See if you can breathe in and lift the heart up. As you exhale, can you pull the shoulders down? So you want to try and make as much of a gap in between the back and the ground as you can. So you're rounding and lifting as much as you can. So you might feel this opening through the chest. You might keep the chin tucked. If you wanted to, you could extend the eye gaze behind you. Let's try about just 2 more breaths here. Can you push the elbows into the ground just a little bit more? Nice. When you're ready, press through the hands, lift yourself up. We're going to come into a cobra pose. So slide the feet back. The knees are down. Big squeeze of the glutes, big breath in. Start to drop the hips down. Maybe you keep the hands extended out. You can always walk the hands out just a little bit more to find an extended seal pose. Draw the shoulders down. See if you can nip the rib cage in slightly here. Okay, so we're not overarching through our lower back. Squeeze the glutes. One more big breath in. Exhale, roll down the spine. We're going to bring the hands by the ribs. 3 baby cobras, but try press through the hands really lightly. So you're using the strength of our back. Baby Bhujangasana. Inhale, see if you can lift through the upper back. Chest comes off the ground, elbow comes in. Exhale, lower yourself towards the ground. 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Hold here for an exhale. Keep squeezing the glutes, draw the upper back down. Inhale. Exhale, lower down. Take the fingertips wider than your mat. Lift the elbows up, hands are off the ground. Inhale, press through the fingertips as you roll your chest up as high as feels comfortable. As you exhale, can you start to draw the right shoulder down? Look over your left elbow. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Keep squeezing the glutes here. Exhale, left shoulder comes down. Look over your right shoulder. Inhale through center. Last time we come down through the center. Let's bring the forehead down towards the ground and reach both of your hands out in front of you. This is where we're going to try some mobility. Okay, this is going to be pretty fun. With your hands extended as far out as you can you keep the head down and just lift the right hand as high as you can? It's probably not going to be very far. Let's try 2 more breaths here. Just keep holding, engaging through the shoulder. And then when you're ready, just touch down. Let's try the left side. So inhale, lift the left hand. Just notice which one may feel a little bit more easeful here. It's not very often where we have our hands over our head and we just test our range of motion. So you may not even be able to get this off the ground, and that's totally okay. We're just noticing and bringing awareness to where our body's at the moment. Okay, hand comes down. Big breath in. With the head down, can you lift both the hands off? Keep the squeeze of the glutes here. That's going to help engage through the back body. Draw the rib cage in. One more big breath in. Exhale, lower yourself down. Wow, that was actually really tiring. Zip the feet together. We're going to try that one more time. Option here this time to lift the feet off as well. So we're finding our Shalabhasana variation. Okay, this time we're going to lift the chest off as well. Extend the limbs out long, squeeze the inner legs together, big breath in. Exhale, start to lift up. Try and make the limbs as long as you can here. Keep squeezing the ankles together. Draw the shoulders down, create space between the ears and the shoulders. One more big breath in. Exhale, lower yourself down. Well done. Okay, we're going to try some more mobility here. This is going to look like, if you've ever done swimming before, which I'm sure you all have. I was a competitive swimmer, so I definitely know what we're doing. We're going to take our right hand, turn the pinky up towards the sky, big breath in. As you exhale, trying to keep the shoulders down or shoulders square to the ground, can you circle it as far up and over as you can towards the thigh? Now, just like a freestyle, can you start to lift the elbow up, keep the hand really close towards, like almost draping along the skin, peel the elbow up towards the sky and inwards, keep doing so until you reach out in front. Okay, we're going to try that on the left side. Flip the left pinky high, big breath in, start to circle that left hand up and around towards the thigh. And then as you exhale, keep the hand close to the body as you lift the elbow. Try pull the elbow towards the midline. It's going to get even more challenging as we come closer towards our shoulder socket. And then place the left hand down. One more time each side. I'm sure some people, if there are any people walking past you, they might be like, what are they doing? Be really intentional here, so try not to rush this. Using your breath, how slow can you go? Keep engaging through the shoulders, pulling the elbows in on that freestyle stroke. Oh, nice. Walk yourself up slightly. Let's find that extended Bhujangasana pose, our seal pose. Again, draw the ribs in here, press the pelvis towards the ground, shoulders down. You can stay here or start to slide the right hand back so it's almost in line with the hips and press yourself towards the right. So we're twisting through the spine, take a big breath in, maybe lift up a little bit taller. Exhale, reach the right hand back. Let's try the left side. So inhale, bring the left hand back. Exhale, can you twist here? So look over your left shoulder. Inhale, extend back down. And then as you exhale, roll yourself down to the ground. We're going to bring the hands by the ribs, tuck onto the knees and then the toes. Find yourself in an Ardha Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Spread the fingertips wide, lift up the hips. Maybe you pedal out your feet here, drawing one heel down, drawing the other heel down. You might already start to feel a bit more open through the upper shoulders and the back here. And it's really amazing how opening these parts of our bodies can allow us to breathe a lot deeper throughout our day. If we're really tight through our body, it means that our breath is constricted. And that's one of the amazing benefits with our yoga practice as well. Find a moment of stillness. We're going to head into just a really short flow, just to bring everything that we've done together. When you're ready, can you bend your knees, look forward, set the right foot in between the hands. Big breath in as you reach the right hand forward. As you exhale, can you flip the pinky high and then bring backstroke that hand towards the back of the mat. See if you can flip the hand, bend to the elbow, and then bring the right back of the palm towards the middle of your shoulder blades. Nice, big breath in. Exhale, can you twist that right shoulder back a little bit more? It's absolutely okay if your hand is further down your back. Start to bring the left knee down. Untuck the left toe, big breath in, sweep the left hand high. You might know where we're going with this. As we exhale, can you bend the left elbow and see if the fingers can clasp? Absolutely no worries if they don't. Maybe you clasp the fabric. Breathe in, press out of the right foot slightly. As you exhale, can you open the chest up a little bit more? Press the head back. One more breath. Release the hands, tuck onto the left toes, step the left foot next to the right. We're coming into a toe stand. Chest lies down on the thighs. Can you clasp opposite elbows here? Big breath in. As you exhale, can you pull the elbows towards the top of the mat? Tuck the chin in as much as you can. Bring weight into the thighs. Use your next breath in to lower the knees slightly, but keep them hovering. Elbows reach high. As you exhale, can you draw the elbows back as much as you can without flaring through the rib cage too much? Just pull the rib cage in, tuck the tailbone under. One more breath. Keep the hands where they are. Inhale, start to lift the hips. Exhale, drop the heels towards the ground, Uttanasana with a ragdoll upper body. Maybe a little shift from side to side feels good here. Maybe a little bounce up and down. Feeling that nourishment of body, honoring for our body, giving some love back to it. Take the hands behind the back, clasp the hands together, big breath in. See if you can squeeze the palms together. As you exhale, can you pull the knuckles forward towards the top of the mat? One more breath in. As we exhale, bend the knees, slow roll up if you can, keep the hands behind your back. Open through the heart space, squeeze the glutes, inhale, lift tall. Exhale, release the hands by the sides. We're going to journey our way back into our Ardha Mukha Svanasana. Breathe in, sweep the hands high. Exhale, fold yourself forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, hands down, step back to plank your way back through your vinyasa, so you can go through an Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, maybe a cobra pose, a variation of anything. Finding our way back, Ardha Mukha Svanasana. Let's try that all on the other side. So when you're ready, bend the knees, look forward, step the left foot in between the hands. Inhale as you reach the left hand in front. As you exhale, pinky first, lead that left hand behind you. See if you can bind that left hand behind your back. Maybe it comes to the upper back, the mid back. Maybe you can see if the left hand can come towards in between the shoulders. Big breath in, lift tall. Exhale, can you revolve that left shoulder back a bit more? Press out of the right heel. Turn towards the front, left hand stays where it is. Untuck the left toes with the right knee on the ground. Inhale, sweep the right hand high. Exhale, bend the right elbow. Take this where you can go today. Press the right front of the foot into the ground. Let's try one more big deep breath here. Release the hands, tuck onto the right toes, step the right foot forward, finding that toe stand again. Bring the weight into the upper body, clasp opposite elbows, pull the elbows down. We won't stay here for that long. Inhale, start to lift yourself up, knees draw down ever so slightly. As you exhale, can you draw the elbows back, shoulders down? Wow, this is probably going to feel pretty intense. Can you take the forearms back just a little bit further, but make sure that you're not back bending through the body. When you're ready, inhale, start to lift and lengthen the legs. Exhale, ragdoll. Second time here. Big breath in through the nose. Maybe a big breath out through the mouth. Letting the weight of the upper body just drop you down. Hands clasped behind the back. This time, can you switch the hands out so that the more uncomfortable hand is in front? Squeeze the shoulders together and pull the knuckles towards the front of the mat. One more breath here. Can you use your exhale to sink yourself a little bit deeper? Start to bend the knees. Inhale, slow roll up through standing. Try keep the hands behind you. And then exhale, release Tadasana. Just close down the eyes. Maybe hands stay here. Maybe you find a hand, a mudra, a gesture of choice to finish out our practice. And maybe you finish with a moment of gratitude for yourself for turning up. Whatever that feels or means like to you today. Let's bring our hands together. I thank you so much for joining me in this short practice today. Again, you know, yoga is about opening ourselves, not just our body, but letting energy flow with more ease, letting the prana move throughout our energetic bodies. So I thank you so much. And if you really enjoy that practice, let me know down in the comments, share it with a friend, like all that kind of stuff. I'd love to hear from you. From me to you, namaste.